First carry of the game for Christian McCaffrey. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
The Niners at 9-7 now on the year, and they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Now a 2nd and 10. Now Purdy. And that nearly an interception here on this opening drive, but he gets a reprieve. It's 3rd down. You talk about this Seahawk defense.
This crew against the pass, issues at times, ranked number 24, Charles, in the NFL.
Defending the pass has not been one of their strong suits throughout the season, but they have any hopes of making waves in January. They've got to improve in this area.
Get set, yellow. 18, yellow.
Throwing here, Purdy.
Throw left side, McCaffrey's got it. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. 5 yards, not enough, and it'll be 4th down.
We can make this one pretty simple. Locked up all of his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back. But how about the way they ran to the football and knocked him down to force a 4th down?
And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th.
Play action. Now Purdy.
It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And unable to break away. They stop him a few yards shy. The Niners go for it, but it doesn't work out. And this defense delivers a turnover on downs on the very first drive of the afternoon.
And they'll run. It's Ken Walker. And a pretty athletic run right there as he's going to get this down inside the 40.
16 yards right off the bat and a 1st down.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Here we go.
He'll drop to throw. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. 17 yards is the pickup there for number 17.
I don't care who you put on him, he's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now, you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe need some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
Back to throw now on 1st down.
Throw out wide to Walker.
Defensively, a solid response after giving up back-to-back 1st downs.
These two teams, they met up in Seattle earlier in the year with the Seahawks coming away victorious. So a win here in Santa Clara would give them the season series.
A play-action fake. They'll look to throw.
That's down the field. He's got Arroyo.
And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. Now they'll have it 1st and goal following that gain of 17. Again, he'll drop to throw.
Now he's going to step up and run.
And he'll just throw this one over in the way of the security crew. Incomplete here.
And down here, 1st and goal, If it's not there, don't force it. You got at least 2, if not 3 more shots at it. So that's a wise move to get rid of it.
A line of scrimmage, once again the 5 as they get ready for 2nd and goal. Now they bring a receiver in motion right. They'll look to throw again. And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
2nd goal, last thing you need to do is get pushed backwards to take a sack. But he couldn't find anywhere to go with the football. Had to eat it and ended up on the ground.
Here's 3rd and goal now, back at the 11. Now back to throw. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Brandon, watching their tape from last week, I saw plenty of plays like we just saw there, forcing incompletions. It was key in their win last week. They're hoping the same thing happens this time out, too.
Myers' kick is good. And the Seahawks grab a 3-0 lead.
So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive.
They'll find Ayuk open right side.
Only able to gain a couple there. And it's 2nd down.
You talk about this Seahawk defense.
This crew against the pass, issues at times, ranked number 24, Charles, in the NFL.
And those are the kind of plays that this unit needs to make because they know that going against a team of this magnitude and the way that they're playing, they cannot afford to let them get on a roll early. Chip away at their timing.
He's got Ayuk once again.
There he goes, left side. Touchdown, 49ers.
Brandon Ayuk.
His 14th touchdown now on the year.
And the Niners have answered that early field goal to take a first-quarter lead.
I think if you polled defensive backs, they would say the corner route, take that out, make it illegal because that is so hard to recognize and so hard to adjust because your first move is to not get beat in the middle of the field. And that's how they move you first before they break off to the corner.
But then as the wide receiver, great job. It's tough to turn those upfield and go, but he did a great job with it there.
Really good balance, really good body control. And how about the end result? A touchdown.
Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But you also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
From the 38 now. Here's 2nd down at 7.
They'll look to throw here. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. 3rd down. And he's certainly not a guy that drops that football very often.
Indeed, because that's a bit of a surprise. I know he's in the middle of some traffic and people, bodies all around him, but he usually has the focus to haul that one in.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw.
Able to find the open man. That's complete.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30.
A nice throw by the rookie from Alabama. That's a first down. So another on-target throw, and that last one, Charles, going to put him up over 5,000 yards passing out for the season, and that is not an insignificant number.
Indeed it is not, because this is not a big list, and most of the guys on it, Drew Brees, Peyton Manning, Tom Brady, Dan Marino, they either are or will be Hall of Famers.
It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Pretty effective run there, and now they can start to smell that end zone.
Pound the rock. Make sure you use your O-line to set the tone of dominance and physicality, and pound the rock.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. He's already topped his receiving output from a week ago, and we're just in the first quarter, as that's a first down. They're going to look to throw. End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle.
Cooper Kupp,
A 1-yard touchdown reception.
and the Seahawks are able to move back in front.
Jason Myers now for the extra point. And it's through, and that makes the lead 10-7. The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock.
And that one not returnable, not by a long stretch, over the back line of the end zone, so that's going to be spotted up at the 35-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways, because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Purdy looking to throw.
And this one's incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
Here's 2nd and 10. Back to throw, Purdy.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Does the big boy have the juice? And they bring this one back. It's a fumble recovery and a Seattle touchdown. And Charles, look at the big fella. What a rumble that was. Not only to scoop it, but then take it the rest of the way for the touchdown.
And now you know they're going to have to hear about it from now on. The defensive backs, he's going to want to run with them, do their drills, the whole deal. He thinks he's the pace setter now.
It doesn't matter what happens in practice this week, he's smiling. Extra point up and through by Myers. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
At their own 35-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. They start on the ground with McCaffrey.
We'll get this to about the 38. Well, this defense for the Seahawks, they were very strong last week in the win over Carolina.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defense coordinator about their performance last week, because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
Purdy will set up to throw it here.
And that will be incomplete. They couldn't hook up on what's going to be the final play of this first quarter.
After one, 17-7 is our score.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down.
Out of the gun, Purdy. That's caught by Ayuk on the slant.
And he will get him down a couple yards shy of the first down marker. A nice tackle coming up from his free safety spot. And here's Morstead now as he sends this one away. And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. They'll look to throw. His throw incomplete.
And this drive is almost over before it began thanks to a great defensive effort. Sack on 1st down, followed by an incompletion. One more good rep, and they get off the field.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Back to throw. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, the incompletion, but now we also have an injured player.
The Seahawks will call on Michael Dixon on 4th down to punt this one away. Back to return it, Christian McCaffrey. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And the Niners will go on offense, 1st and 10. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there. It was a quick 3-and-out, and they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
They go play action here. Purdy
connects with Kittle underneath. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Purdy now to throw off the play action.
And this is caught. Jennings. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. The catch and run going to wind up netting him 33 yards.
Already over 1,000 yards receiving this season. That catch is just going to add to his total. Certainly not resting on his laurels. He's trying to continue to gain as many yards as possible and continue this big season.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down.
Purdy.
Throwing middle, and it's complete. And that's good for a gain of 6, and that'll make it 2nd down.
He decided to run a hitch route. It really helps to have a guy who can turn it loose. And, boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
Up the gut, McCaffrey. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. That leads us to a 1st and goal. It's a pickup of 8.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Purdy tosses out wide, complete.
And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco.
Brandon Ayuk
with touchdown number 15 on the year and 2nd of the game.
And the Niners have cut it back within a score. Now Moody for the PAT.
And this is up and good to make it a 17-14 game. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick.
And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. Start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
Second and 10.
Now it's Darnold. Walker with a grab, left side. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
That's a good job there by the corner. And we do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
The Seahawks on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Here's Darnold.
Has it complete to Jackson Smith-Njigba.
And a good job on the tackle there as they get him down shy of the first on the 35-yard stripe.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter.
And here's Dixon to punt now as he gets this one away.
And no one there to stop it. Hits at the 8, but it carries all the way into the end zone for a touchback. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive.
A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But Let's give credit where it's due because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
Yeah, because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20.
Watch out! Yellow. Yellow.
Throwing here, Purdy. This pass to Jennings, and he makes the catch. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. Third catch of this first half for him, and this one is a first down.
First and 10 at the 34-yard line.
Get set. Yellow. Yellow.
Here's Purdy.
Over the middle, and it's incomplete.
Well, we've seen him catch a few passes out of the backfield in the first half, unable to connect on that one.
Certainly seems like getting him the ball out of the passing game, though, is part of their game plan.
It certainly is because he catches it well, creates a mismatch. You're going to cover him with a linebacker, a corner, a safety. They feel like he can win every battle.
Once more, Purdy looking to throw.
And a quick throw here, that's complete.
And he's able to break out of one tackle, but then quickly brought down. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. Now Purdy.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete.
And he is going to have the 49ers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, they've certainly gotten him involved in this first half, and on 3rd down, they looked his way again. And what a delight for his quarterback to find him and keep the drive moving.
A pair of first downs gives him a 1st and 10 up at the 44.
A
give running left, it's McCaffrey. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. That good for 22 and a first down. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Get set.
And now a fake on the jet sweep, and instead they'll give it to McCaffrey. And he'll follow his blockers there all the way down to the 23-yard line. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. On first down, this is McCaffrey. And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Get set.
This time they'll throw it. Here's Purdy. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And now we've got a 3rd and 3.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
Purdy now to throw.
This is Jennings. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown.
Jerome Jennings.
A 16-yard touchdown.
And the 49ers will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. That could be an important swing right there. A touchdown in the final minute of the half to take the lead.
And I like the point you just made there. Could be an important swing because now that they have the lead, if they can carry that into the locker room at the half, they'll feel really good about what they accomplished in the first 2 quarters.
Moody good with the extra point.
And that will make this a 4-point game. Now we're going to get a timeout here as it looks like there's a Seahawk injured on the play. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick.
And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it. One thing I have learned, receivers don't mind high throws so much to the sideline, but do that over the middle to them, and not only are the DBs going to throw a little verbal trash their way, when they get back to the huddle, they're going to have a few words to say to their QB, aren't they?
Yeah, hung out to dry a little bit there on the high throw. Luckily, fell incomplete.
There's a short one caught by Arroyo.
And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down.
Darnold now to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left.
Well, how about the coverage we just saw him break out on 3rd down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
First down, Seahawks.
The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Darnold. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Walker. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
But they certainly made a point of getting him involved in the passing game here in the first half. They must have seen something in the scouting that said, hey, we can capitalize on him getting the ball possibly in the open field. And I think in the second half, that may loosen up the defense a little bit to get the running game going back inside.
A final shot before the break, Darnold.
And that one complete downfield to Cup.
And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. It's been a shootout so far. We'll see which defense can make the adjustments as we get back underway in the second half.
And this one over the back line of the end zone. Well, they definitely don't want to give him a shot at returning it. That's obvious. So the ball will come out to the 30. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the third quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always on point. And now that he's getting the ball to start the second half, how about all the offense that you already referenced in the first half? He'll put that all together and come out with something really strong, I believe, to get things going here in the third quarter.
And a missed tackle there as he pushes forward for a gain of 4.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Second down and 6 now. They'll send the tight end in motion. From the 50, it's Darnold. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers 37. It's a first down, his 4th catch of the game after having 3 in the first half. Up the middle, here's Walker. And he brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
They created a nice sustained drive off of plays like that. A nice strong run there that keeps them advancing the ball.
And the ball on the 30. Here's 2nd and 4. And they'll bring the big tight end across the formation left. Back to throw, Darnold. He's got a man. That's caught. Left sideline. And all the way in. Touchdown, Seattle. A great play there. 30 yards. And the Seahawks have retaken a third quarter lead. Myers connects on the PAT. And that gives them a 3-point lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And that one not returnable. It's over the back line of the end zone, so that's going to be spotted up at the 30-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And, Charles, it feels like we're set up for a good second half here. Came out of the locker room, 1-score game. Now the lead has already changed hands. Well, this offense, they've got an opportunity right now to take that lead right back.
Yeah, and it feels like you're going back and forth almost a little bit like a tennis match, right? And we're just letting you know, our heads just keep moving. Which side has it? Which side's going to score? How are they going to go out doing it? A little bit of a challenge for each side trying to match each other.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. Shotgun handoff now to McCaffrey. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. Purdy looking to throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. He's to the 15. And down to the 7-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
And the offense is saying to itself right now, only they were all this easy because he was wide open. And once he made the catch, plenty of room to work his way downfield. That was a breakdown on the defensive side of the ball, one that they want to fix immediately.
They'll try to run with McCaffrey. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop it right around the 1. 54 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
That's a great run right there on 1st down. Didn't quite get into the end zone, but now you've set yourself up for at least 2, maybe 3 more shots from close range.
2nd and goal from the 1. Purdy off the play fake. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Kyle Juszczyk taking it in. And the the Niners have taken the lead here this third quarter. So a very strong first drive in the second half, Charles, as they've turned that halftime deficit into a third quarter lead.
And they were pretty purposeful there, weren't they? Measured in their approach. But, boy, they executed awfully well moving the ball down the field.
Purdy will throw for it.
And that is caught for the 2 points. And around the goal line, especially on two-point tries, sometimes the QB's best friend is that big target, the tight end.
I love how you described it because you know he's going to have some length and some catch radius as well as a big body to keep people away from the football.
Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick.
The Seahawks take over first and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway.
They'll run with Walker to begin the drive.
And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
Play action. It's Darnold. Left side, he finds Smith and Jigba.
And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Now Darnold. He'll get this one to Cup, complete. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. First down Seattle on a pickup of 13.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down, executed it to perfection. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That whole thing was thrown off track thanks to the defense of Fred Warner. Really nice play. Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. To throw is Darnold. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Here's Darnold. Pass to the sideline and pulled in. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them, and these guys have been taking advantage so far.
Now to the ground, here's Walker. 58 yards rushing for him now to this point.
This has been an up-and-down, back-and-forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive take a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
Second down and 3. Now they'll send Cup in motion right.
Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown.
Elijah Arroyo.
An 18-yard touchdown grab.
And the Seahawks have yet again retaken the lead.
Sometimes those tight ends are a mismatch. They found the mismatch there.
And that's exactly why you want to draw up those types of plays, because coverage is just going to go to the natural guys, the guys that make the big plays on the outside. Well, do work your time.
And he's going to go down. Can't get rid of it. So a sack on a two-point try. The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock.
And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive.
For this offense, that performance.
Okay, if I show my age a little bit, partner, because I can hear my high school coach, John Ford. I can hear his voice in my head. Laddie, when you put the ball in the air, 3 things can happen, and 2 of them are bad. But the way the game's being played now, this is just part of what they do, so I don't think they should change anything at all. They've been dominant. Keep throwing it around.
Back to throw, Purdy.
Got a man right side, it's McCaffrey. And they're able to get this one across the 35. The Niners have the first down on a gain of 11.
Well, I like the play design there. They occupied the defense downfield, everyone trying to account for someone. But unfortunately, they didn't account for the running back slipping out of the backfield, and he was absolutely unnoticed and wound up getting big yards on that play.
Laundry on the field. This is going to be a false start on the offense.
Sometimes you have to slow things down a little bit when things get heated. The cadence has to be slow and deliberate at times to make sure your team's ready to go.
A false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15.
Purdy.
He's going to wind up and air it out. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender. Couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down.
Purdy will set up to throw it here.
Connects with Kittle underneath. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. Pick up a 15 yards there. And they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches.
It's so important to tackle well against these guys, but you and I both know that's easier said than done when the guy you're trying to tackle looks like this guy.
And it's usually going to take more than one man to get him down, and it did right there. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. 2 yards is the pickup, and that leads to a San Francisco 1st down.
I don't know about you, but I like this call. 3rd and inches, and instead of worrying about getting it back to a running back and maybe there's some penetration from the defensive front, just go ahead and take it, move forward, and pick up the 1st down.
And as we say often, shows confidence in your offensive line. 2 first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10.
Throwing here, Purdy.
Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. 1 quarter remains here as the regular season starts to wind down. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Now here comes Ayuk on the jet sweep. Oh, this one may need to go back to the drawing board. He's going to be swallowed up right away. Ernest Jones there for the tackle.
Let's just make this one succinct. Nice job there. All 11 guys on defense diagnosing the jet sweep and putting it down.
Now we're at the 41, 2nd and 9.
Back to throw. Purdy.
That one out wide and intercepted. Picked off by Devin Witherspoon. And the Seahawks are going to get the football here as he gets this up to the 38-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Another important fourth-quarter series coming up. That last INT helping to maintain their slim advantage.
So give them 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And it'll be 2nd down.
Simple drag route here, lined up out left and tried to work his way back across the field. You probably saw me twitch there, partner, because I think he wanted the ball a little bit sooner. By the time he looked it in, defender was right on him.
Second and 5. Setting up the screen here. This is Walker.
Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. 22 yards there, a 1st down.
Well, that should be a reminder defensively, and I think it's a reminder to myself because you just can't sell out to stop the run. There's still enough time that this offense can move the football through the air, even on 1st and 2nd downs, and they obviously picked the right spot to throw the ball there.
So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. Throw left side, complete to Cup. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another 1st down.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomp down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. Back to throw again. And he's got his man in stride, complete.
And the Seahawks are going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle made at the 10-yard line.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal.
Here's Walker.
He pushes forward for maybe 3 down to the 6-yard line.
I like a guy who understands the situation. I also like a guy who you look at him and you say, that looks like a guy who knows the coach is going to say, guess what? You drop this one, you'll be carrying around the training facility for an entire week.
Maybe flashback to high school or college, carrying it around campus, right?
The old gauntlet drill, right? Anyone get the ball out while he's sitting in class and bring it back to the coach. He's
touchdown, Seahawks. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Seahawks will add to their fourth-quarter lead.
Now Myers for the extra point. And with that, the lead is up to 8. The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. There's still plenty of time here in the fourth quarter. In just a one-possession game, down 8. They'll be looking for the touchdown and 2-point conversion. A field goal here on this drive does very little at this stage.
Connects with Kittle underneath.
That'll go for a gain of 7, and it'll be second down. McCaffrey running up the middle. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line.
63 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside. And so many times defenses say, okay, we've got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse
to the right side and intercepted.
Picked off by Jair Alexander. And they finally put it into this return, but not before he's all the way down to the 37. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll try and start this drive in the air.
Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's second down.
When defenses get to the quarterback that quickly, a lot of times it's called a jailbreak. It wasn't quite that fast, but fast enough that he had no time to look downfield and set himself to throw the ball. And as he tried to do that, he was hit, and it forced an incompletion.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. They're going to look to throw.
Over the middle, finding Smith and Jigba.
That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. This to make it a 2-score game. And Myers winds up yanking it. This is no good. Wide to the left. And this will stay a 1-score game as the lead holds at 8. That one hurts a bit. That was a golden opportunity to possibly put this one on ice, but he comes up empty.
And how big of a miss might that turn out to be? Stay tuned. There's still time left on the clock. This could be critical.
Still a 1-score game. Had he hit that, it would have been 2 scores. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out by a few inches. That'll be a 1st down.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a 1-possession game.
Yes.
Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown.
Purdy now to throw. Got a man. That's Ayuk.
And a crossover out of bounds right at the 25. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards.
And that's a much-needed 1st down right there. Look, they're down by 8. So logic says they don't have to get a touchdown out of this drive. But the way things are going, I don't know if I'd put it in the hands of my defense here. You might not get the ball back at all. So if a 4th down situation comes up, I'm thinking hard about going for it right here and right now.
The kidder here, it's complete.
From the 20, here's 2nd and 5.
Brings up 2nd and 5. At the 20-yard line.
They go play action here. Purdy. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself.
And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down.
And a smart play there. He's probably saying, I wish I would have done that on the last drive instead of throwing the interception.
The Niners on third down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This will be 3rd and 5.
Yellow.
Purdy will look to throw again here. That is caught. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Yellow.
They'll give it up to McCaffrey. And he'll take this into the end zone for a San Francisco touchdown. Christian McCaffrey, his 104th career touchdown, one shy of Tim Brown on the all-time list. And the 49ers have a chance to tie things up as they trail by 2 here in the 4th. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. All right, now what can the Niners do as they face a big 2-point conversion here?
Yellow. Yellow.
They'll try and throw for it. Oh, what a heck of an effort there as he'll make the diving catch. Still time to work with on the clock, but they wanted the tie now, and they got it.
And I love their aggressiveness. Go ahead and get it done, get the game tied. Now your team has the momentum, and you're staring across the field saying, let's see if you can match us.
Now this one setting up for a great finish. All tied in the 4th as the kick's away. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this 4th quarter to try to grab that lead back.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Back to throw. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete. So a good challenge there. The look pretty conclusive. The feet were in, and it's a completed pass. Walker now on 1st and 10. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers 30. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Now a draw play. It's Walker.
And a strong run there as he'll maneuver his way down inside the 15.
And now a timeout taken here defensively with 2:07 remaining. So they'll also have the stop coming up at the 2-minute warning.
This offense in good shape. 2 timeouts and the 2-minute warning. Here's 1st and 10.
They run again with Walker. And they get to him quickly here as he's stopped right around the 13. Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports.
They'll come up now. 2nd and 9.
Here we go. 60 Vikings, 60 Vikings.
Not liking the look. They'll change the play.
2nd and 9 now. He finds his man complete. That's Horton.
It drives some people crazy to see those short throws underneath. They've got to find a way to gash the defense downfield.
Well, the faithful in full roar here in Santa Clara. This is 3rd down.
And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. It's their quarterback, keeping it himself from 5 yards out.
And the Seahawks answer back with a touchdown of their own to break our tie and take the lead here in the 4th.
Extra point up and through by Myers. And they will take a 7-point lead.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
They'll come up 1st and 10 here. Purdy to throw.
That's to the right side, complete to Kittle.
They'll come up now on 2nd down.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 40-yard line.
Here's Purdy.
Throw left side. McCaffrey's got it. Gosh, given the time in the short game, would he have been better off just dropping that?
Yeah, when you look at the clock, you think so. But it's hard to get a receiver to drop a football. They're trained to catch everything.
This definitely 4-down territory at this point, but a critical 3rd down here. To throw is Purdy. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
With that incompletion, reality is staring them right in the face. This entire game is down to the next snap.
No choice but to go. Here's 4th down now. Throwing, Purdy. He's got his target. That's complete.
Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. Felt compelled to go for it there on fourth down, trailing in the fourth quarter. They got it done.
And there's always a lot of pressure on a fourth down call. Doesn't matter the distance. You still have to get it done, as you noted, and they did.
Purdy to throw. Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted. Picked off by Rick Woolen. And the Seahawks have just about sewn up this football game.
Partner's bad enough when you just can't hold on to the football. But when your quarterback's throwing it to the other team, that's 3 interceptions now, 4 turnovers for the game. You really have no chance to win the football game.
The Seahawks in victory formation as they go ahead and take the knee.
Charles, normally when you see a group score this many points, it's a complete blowout. But instead, they needed every single one of those in this close, high-scoring affair.
And, Brandon, I'm still on the edge of my seat after that one, because when you have that much scoring and it still comes down to a one-possession game at the end, that's not something we see very often. In this case, these offenses, they brought it. The defenses, they're going to need some work going forward.
So for the Seahawks,
they finish off the regular season at 12 up and 5 down.
And now they'll await the final seeding for the playoffs ahead. Meanwhile, for San Francisco,
it could be a potentially devastating loss as they finish with a mark of 9-8.
But they've got better days in their future. Of that, you can be sure. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is